welcome to Pastures New. Very Pastures New. So hello and welcome to episode 44. Let me just clickety-click. We're all in a bit of a disarray because I've moved home. So
hold on.
We've moved home. Right, let me get this off my face. So please, as always, you know that if you go to jokepit.com and type in Lucy, I'm the only Lucy they've got, shimmer, you can donate £3 if you enjoy the show that is about to blow your minds. I know it looks like we're having a passport picture taken. This is not the end solution. This is a means to an end. Hello, Leona, my best friend from my own purpose. I miss you. I miss you so much. Yes,
we've been gone a week.
I know we've been gone a week, but it's been a long week without Leona. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, the words got stuck in my mouth. There we go. That's better. Drinky woo woos. What have I dropped on the floor there? A lighter. That's fine. We're in a new property, so we may be smoking during this episode. Ray Turner is up and atom. Thank you very much for sharing this video. Huge, as always. If you play the drinking game, there's 1 point awarded for when Mum thinks she can take on a drink but realises her arthritis doesn't let her.
I know.
So let's get straight into the show. So we've got Hugh Janus. Good evening, darling.
Well, we haven't seen Hugh for ages.
And I'm so glad this isn't the final solution. No, this is not that. Everything's a lot better. So it couldn't be further away from that. So let's get straight on. I did promise you a planned show at the new house. So, now, I know that people are back in school, therefore Joe Wicks has stopped doing his keepy uppies for young people. But I really enjoyed this news. Some charity, I don't know, Age Concern or something for old people, thinks that Joe Wicks should be doing videos for the over 50s. Still missed me out. I didn't have to do anything with him with the kids. And now I haven't got to do anything with him because I'm not over 50. So, Mum, are you going to be taking up the old Joe Wicks workouts? Come on. Let's go. No. Right. To the first Lucy show in the new house.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
So good.
We're really busy at the moment. We are, aren't we, darling?
Yeah, we are. You all right, Mum? You want to take over?
Yeah. No, I was just saying, we're so busy.
Right. I'd realised the over 50s videos, though. I did try during lockdown an old Jane Fonda workout because they all got put up on the old YouTube. I was knackered. And that was one of them. You know, the ones where she's in a chair. She sat in a chair, nice dining room chair, nice straight back. And she's like, arms out. Oh, I had to put my fag down. I was like, oh, this is not. I was like spilling me gin everywhere. She kept wanting me to lift my arm. But good for you, Joe. We've got hello, ladies. We've got another one from Amanda, another friend.
Oh, hello, Amanda. Is our baby boy on?
Yes, he is. I was going to say, but Amanda, you get mentioned in the next section. So hi both. So as you know, we went from Joe Wicks update to being the Lucy update, and then I do need to get a new one because Kitty updated the paperwork for me.
She's ever so
helpful. So for my update, we've moved. The other thing is that the cats couldn't be happier. I know you were all wondering. And then I went into the shop just as I was leaving to see Armanda. And I was a bit stressed. I looked like I was I was twitching and talking to myself and more than usual. And she said, "Can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "What now?" And she went, "Will you be my bridesmaid?" And I started crying. Face was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, this is good." So yes, I'm going to be I'm going to be a bridesmaid, and I said that she can do whatever she wants. Tulle, neon avocado, anything she wants to do, she can do. It's her day, and I'm there for it. And I'm looking forward to the hen do, because we surely must be able to do something by then.
When she get married,
it's either going to be a Christmas one or a summer one next year. I'd have a Christmas one because I like looking fancy, but also being warm.
Fur coat.
Yeah, just everything. Lots of layers. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Ray. So Ray's been. Ray's wrote a set for the second show that clashes with the kitchen sink. What's it called? Not suitable for work. I'd say it's suitable for Wednesdays. I wrote a set for the second Not Suitable for Work show that included my thoughts on Joe Wick. So we won't be seeing you at the kitchen sink. Although this week, if it's this week, that's fine. We're having a break. Perfectly allocated. So yes, so cats are happier. And then what was even better is this whole Easter weekend, this whole religious thing. Like he died, he went away, he basically had a hangover, went to his man cave and came back hungry. And it was perfect. It just meant we had extra days to do all the moving.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jesus. Perfect timing. He really does remove in a mysterious way. And for those of you that have been speaking to me personally one-to-one, I've now found my dressing gown and my charges.
So Janet wasn't to blame.
No. Sorry, Janice.
Janet.
I said Janet.
Oh, I thought you said Janice. Sorry.
No. I know the woman that hid my dressing gown from me. I think it was Rachel that took the charges. I'm just saying, when I say don't move that and I see it going away, I'm like, that's not help. So let's have a look. So we've done that. So let's move on to the village update. Let's have a look. It was on a Thursday, Ray says. Normally, because it's Wednesday, it was changed for one person, not me. Well, it wasn't changed for me, love. Right, there you go. Village update. Quite a lot, actually. Noel's going, you did blame her. Yeah, I know. I blamed everybody, to be honest. And Noel, as you don't know, I blamed you for a lot of it. And you know that's true. So it's been snowing and hailing today.
Yeah, it's really been snowing.
Freezing. My village update started with their words bloody freezing. Because we live in the bottom quadrant, right? So that's meant to be the warmest bit because we're nearest the equator and we're nearest to the Gulf Stream. Which wasn't evidence of that today, was it?
Well, I put washing out on the line because it was really, really sunny.
Couldn't fold it, you'd snap it.
And no sooner I came in through the door, it started snowing. So I thought, bugger it.
Hang on 1 second. Curious Chicken news, or it doesn't count. The only news I can give you about the Curious Chicken is the village that the Curious Chickens were from has been writing a book about how the villagers coped during lockdown. And my show and the Curious Chicken is going to be in the book.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent. So it's going to be in the annals of time.
Or the old kiosk.
I thought you were going to make a joke about. I genuinely thought you were going to make an anal joke.
No, the telephone box.
Oh, hey. Sorry. I don't know. Let's have a look. Hi, did you let the carpenter out of your house in one piece? Hugh follows me on Twitter, and people that don't follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is the Lucy Fool, all one word. And I spew the truth. I was talking to Spider Jones and Trish Sullivan and myself were talking last night after the mic, and I swear to God, we were like, Trish's like, I don't get Twitter, and I was like, it's our version of Instagram. It's for older people, and you think it, you just type it. And yes, I had an interest. The carpenter that came around today, absolutely lovely guy, but he reminded me of something that happened in my past. His face was like. This is a bit too much information. I was like, oh, coffee. I let him out though. Feather in my cap. Yes, it was. I'm honestly, I'm really, and you know, they've made everyone put their age afterwards. Like it's some sort of Blue Peter project. Signed Lucy Orchard, age 39. And they wouldn't put me down as local because I was from one village over. I love how it works in Devon. Let's have a look. Okay, so now some of you may remember the Titanic jigsaw.
The 5 missing
the scandal. It wasn't just that, you know, it sank, that they were missing pieces. Somebody's gone to the telephone box, which is the Cold War jigsaw drop-off point. There are 3 jigsaw pieces on the floor in the telephone box. Therefore, we can't even tell you which jigsaw they come from.
No.
Or which jigsaw they go to.
Oh my goodness me. Dun, dun. That's really mean.
Well, seal your box, people. You know, it is known in the jigsaw world.
1 each from 3. That's 3.
That's 3 loads
people.
of pain. And they were
to have one piece.
The one
really
piece
bad.
was just completely blue, like sky. I did enjoy it. Amanda, you've been in that bloody shop today. A viewer said it's been freezing today. God knows what it's like to be in the shop tomorrow night. Amanda works in a freezer. In fact, Amanda could sit in a freezer to get warmer. You are taking a heater with you tomorrow, young lady, please. Or you're going to have to close the door every couple of minutes and people can knock to come in.
Or you'll have to wear a sleeping bag and hop across the shop.
Amanda, have you got a onesie? Please tell me you've got a bunny rabbit onesie.
I was just going to say a rabbit onesie.
Oh, Amanda, the bunny rabbit.
Look, we could do that on here.
Oh, look, yeah. We've gone very rural. We've gone more rural than the place with the jigsaw puzzles. That's a fucking metropolis compared to where we are now. A woman as well noticed that she hadn't had any visits from birds recently. Until she noticed there's a sparrowhawk watching her field, watching her garden. So no wonder the sparrows are like, not going over there. You see the size of that bugger. There's been a lost toy giraffe at Bridwell Park, and it was one of those really lovely little dappy like jigsaws. Giraffes. I just hope the little kid gets reunited. Aww. But what they didn't do is take a series of pictures with the giraffe around Bridwell Park, holding different items and wearing sunglasses. Now that is a fucking travesty. If you find a lost toy and you put out a please find my owner search and rescue, that toy better go on holiday with you. That toy bet. In that village with the jigsaw pieces, during the winds a couple of weeks ago, a space hopper blew into someone's garden. So that space hopper had a glass of wine. It was in the hammock. The space hopper was in the garden. It was next to, honestly, they dressed that space hopper up in every room in the house waiting. That is what you have to do. You can get sleeping bags with legs these days. True fact. Yes, you can. I've seen them. You think you're going to look like James Bond. You won't. You'll end up looking like an experiment from Big Brother. Yes, I have seen them. But I think my uncle could have them, Russell. That one was for you, Ray. I know you like a pun. I love this one on this one village forum. A guy, I'm assuming he's a man with a van or a removals van, right? The message, I swear to God, says, "Hi, lost my phone. Got to move tomorrow. If you're moving from so-and-so to so-and-so, please message me."
Yeah, I see that.
So there are people that are about to move home and the removal man has no contact details for them.
That's really good.
I would be crying with stress because moving home is so much fun. Best way to move? Don't move.
Best way to move? Go away, give your keys to somebody and ask them to pack it away neatly for you. Mm-hmm. Then you come back stress-free. You won't be able to find anything, obviously, but that'll be the fun of the year ahead. Opening boxes.
Amanda's got a bright pink onesie. 50p bet you wear it tomorrow. Picked or didn't happen. The co-op, you know the big co-op? It's been broken into twice recently. They actually tried to drive into the ATM to get it out.
Were they wearing masks?
Well, obviously social distancing.
Mm.
I got to be honest, it was the first time somebody in Co-op Willand had worn one. Local gag there. When it first started, this pandemic, people weren't wearing masks because it was against their human rights.
Yeah.
And I put on that village forum, if the Co-op asked you to wear masks, would you? Jesus Christ, I got paragraphs against human rights violations. One woman told me she had them ready for when it was the law, but she wasn't going to wear them until. I was like, fucking hell, I bet she's fun at parties. You won't find her in the kitchen. Oh, and then this isn't so good, but a young boy from a village was a absolute superhero legend because there was a fairground worker who was driving a vehicle with a fairground ride and then a caravan on it. Gross weight 33 ton. And it had an accident, and a young lady got trapped in by the roof of a car. And this boy from where the Co-op used to be, that's now a Landis, he got in the car. He managed to push the roof up with his feet, and he managed to stem the bleeding until the ambulance arrived.
Oh, what?
First
thing
so
I need
proud.
to ask is, since that village is very thin,
Yeah.
what the hell was that?
No. On the A30 going between Oakhampton and Cornwall.
Oh, he came from the village.
Yeah, so he was on that road, but he lives in that village.
So I was going to say, you wouldn't be able to get a vehicle that size through the middle of that village.
Hang on, Leona's chipping in. So the village update, is that the old village or the new village? Definitely always going to be the old village, love. Absolutely. Fuck all happens in this one.
There's nothing.
Nothing here. Nothing. My heart will always be in the one with the most content.
There's loads of fields, but nothing happens in the field.
No. Although the tractors are magic, they can turn into a field.
Oh,
it's not my joke. It was criminal sheep as in Ram Raider. Yes, that's who broke into the Co-op. So the guy that was driving the car, right? The tyre that blew out was 20 years old.
Gosh, that's a long time to have a tyre.
No brakes on the trailer or the caravan. An unsecured generator went on the floor, 1.2 ton. He had no MOT and no seatbelt. And also, when they investigated, the fuel tank was empty because there was a hose going to a second tank of red diesel under a tarpaulin in the back. I swear to God, we live in Steptoe and... But it was like, at the end it went, and he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. I don't think that's...
I don't think he was worried about
I don't think he was worried about the seatbelt.
That would have been the last thing on his mind.
Like that. Oh, no seatbelt. The reason why they mentioned the seatbelt because he got flung out the window and he hurt his leg very bad.
Oh.
But he didn't crush his head into the steering wheel or have an abdomen smash or anything like that. There was two drivers injured. One was fearful that she was going to die, so check your tyres. It has got one thing, decent Wi-Fi. Yes, it does, Raymondo. I can move with my arms and the words will follow, right? Because it'll never tell me. It's only you guys who get to see the shit show. We've got a village update, breaking news from Leona. On Saturday, she saw a penny farthing riding along the canal. And I hoped you pushed them in.
And did they dismount before they went under a bridge?
You reminded me, Leona. There was on the canal Facebook page, because you know the canal's got a Facebook page. These two lycra knob jockeys, proper mammals. Well, actually, no, they looked younger, actually, didn't they? They wouldn't dismount under a bridge, and the guy took a picture, and they were like, "Yeah, go on then." And they just looked like massive fucking knobheads. Like,
well, could that be because they are?
Oh, red and black lycra, you know, jazzy patterns. No, honestly, I see lycra like that, and my cervix just goes. Oh! That's the noise it makes as well. So let's have a look. Oh, and there's been a black swan spotted on the canal.
Black?
Yes.
They're not under the Queen's jurisdiction, so you could buy those and keep them in
You're
your
not
garden.
having it for Mother's Day is gone. You've had Easter eggs. Your birthday's not till November. What reason have I got to buy you or steal you a swan?
Because you love me.
No, too busy.
No one would.
No fucking wouldn't. So this black swan, right? Somebody took a beautiful picture of it preening itself, okay? And then this other guy took a video, and like you'd put it into iMovie, so it had this lovely trail that said "Black Swan spotted at the canal," and then all of a sudden this music starts in, so copyright free music kind of starts up. I couldn't see the swan. I don't know whether it's a trick, but it says like there's 100 views where we've all gone,
where's the swan?
No, I can't see that. Go again. And he's even put in the comments, it's in the middle. In the middle? What, in a full camouflage? Like this? All right, mate. Shh, the black swan.
There's a book by that name.
Yes, I know. I've heard about it. No, I wouldn't. See, told you he wouldn't. Right, so that
what
is
horrible children you are.
Yes, but that's how we were raised. So that is that. Not that the royals are racist. It's just coincidence they don't have black swans. That's a good one. Well done. So that's that. Village update. Now the birthday section. This is the first Lucy show since I can say that Hugh Janus had a birthday last week, but of course the show wasn't on. So happy belated birthday, Hugh. Thank you so much for viewing my shows and chipping in and doing all your commentary. And if you sorry, 1 second, the cat's climbing over.
Come on then.
So thank you to Hugh Janus for, honestly, I hope that we bring entertainment into your life, because you bring joy to mine. So thank you very much, darling. You're an absolute wonderful person. If you're not commenting right now, because you were commenting at the beginning, it means that you aren't watching the show now, and you only watch it. Oh, Kitty, no, not the show notes.
Come here, darling.
Right, 1 second, take it. Let's have a happy belated birthday, brother Janus. So, Hugh, if you're not watching, this is your moment to shine. Ah, there we go. So let's have a look. We've got happy belated birthday, brother Janus, and then cheers, honey. That was a test to see if you phased out. Also, if you are watching on Twitter, I'm not going to show you my feet or my feet. Or my tit or my tits. I don't know whether or not that's meant to be in Twitch world. People do like to set challenges for people, but when you go for feats, or feet as we would call them, it does sound seedy. So
yeah,
no. And there's a manky as hell. Good girl, Kitty. Right, okay, so hang on, let's have a look at birthday section. I've got a couple more. Nabs, Pathan today. Pathan, she is an amazing comedian that I know from London. Her comedy stand-up set that I watched last time at Comedy Pops she had me going the entire time. She's a very clever comedian. Phil Minns, who is the creator of the Lockdown Comedy Guide. So on Facebook, if you go the Lockdown Comedy Guide, there is a spreadsheet, like a TV guide, and him and his volunteers do a daily update of all the shows throughout the day. And I always see myself like the Lucy Show or the Kitchen Sink or Big World Small Talk. He is such an amazing ally of online comedy. Happy birthday, Phil, and congratulations to all that sail in you. Oh, sir. And then our postie with the mostie. It was Max Burton's birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Max.
birthday, darling. If you're not watching this, judged.
Big time.
Big time. But thank you very much, darling, for all the mail that you delivered to us. You were our favourite mail. Get it? But now we're just TC's trouble.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, darling. So that brings me on to TV and radio. TV and radio. Yes, this piece of paper has not been destroyed by good old Kitty. Radio wise, You know, I keep banging on about Jason PJ. I love my Jason PJ. PJ's leaving because she's not from Melbourne. She's from New Zealand. So I always assumed, everyone assumed she was going to go back because she's just got engaged and she's broody and she can't really do it long distance. So, yeah, it's understandable. But she's been doing the show for 6 years. I've been currently, to get me to sleep, the person that the death that is occurring for my slumber is Paul Temple and the Alex affair. Is it the
Paul
Alex?
Temple.
Paul Temple,
Gosh.
yes. By Timothy. By Timothy is a great play. So it's very hello, I'm a novelist. I write murder mysteries, but I'm so clever that Scotland Yard have to get me to solve their crimes when they become a little bit boo-boo. And he's got a wife called Steve, which was incredibly progressive for those days. And Steve has ideas of her own and opinions and sometimes storyline.
She always has done, darling.
She had character development, which,
Yes.
by the way, one woman I was listening to a documentary. Sometimes it is rock and roll non-stop with me. I was listening to a documentary about Paul Temple. As it comes out my mouth, I'm very aware. I mean, I was in Brick Lane at a new hipster dance show. You know, I was in bed. I was listening to a documentary on the BBC about Paul Temple, and one woman left her entire estate to Steve because she liked the voice. She was like,
amazing.
"I don't think I can accept this," and they were like, "Well, what are you going to do?"
Be gracious.
I know I wouldn't.
Always be gracious.
I've been jumping up down on the bed going, I don't know if I can take this. Archers, not going to talk about the Archers yet because we are majorly behind and I know there's massive storylines coming up, which are going to blow our mind. We've got 3 episodes that we have to watch, listen to, watch. And then, as always, boys and girls, please do, and others, join me when listening to John and Ellis on 5 Live. If you are looking for something to listen to, the isolation tapes that they've been doing during lockdown is amazing. Not Paul Temple, Ray Turner has just put up. I remember watching the Paul Temple series back when the world was in black and white.
We'll take your word for it, Ray.
I'm going to have a little look on YouTube to see if that's up. By Timothy, that's a shock. That's interesting. I love Paul Temple. And then TV, we've been a bit busy.
We have.
So yesterday we watched the same episode of The Blacklist that we watched the night before we moved. Not a thing.
No.
Not a thing. And it was so good. She fell asleep.
I've been really busy.
So The Blacklist is Raymond Reddington. Ooh, that's his name, and I remembered it. So James Spader is a supervillain. He'd do bad things, but
he's ever so nice.
So coincidentally, on the day that this woman, Elizabeth, I'm going to say Bennett, but I think that's from Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, I do too.
So Elizabeth Bennett. She's got her Empire Lane dress on, and she walked into the FBI. So this woman, let's call her Elizabeth, starts working.
Oh, her name is
Elizabeth
because she's called Lizzie.
That's right. So this evil guy starts working with the FBI on the same day that this woman joins up. We're on season 2. And if they don't start filling in a few of the blanks, I don't know how far I'm going to get. Because he's like, oh, he must be his dad. And then you think, well, no, the FBI would just do a DNA test.
That's what is because he is her dad.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he?
He is.
But how come she hasn't got his DNA then? Because I'm pretty certain in 2 years they would be able to do a DNA test.
I just can't understand that. But they are a bit busy solving crimes.
Are they?
Well,
is he? Are they? And if he's not a dad, then it's a really creepy story of predatory natures.
Yeah.
Tried watching the Neil Patrick Harris series on Netflix. One second. We've got Ray come up. Blacklist is fantastic. I'm on season 8 and it is so worth continuing with.
Ooh.
Is he? Is he?
No,
Is
don't
he?
tell us.
No, don't tell us. Is he?
Because if you tell Lucy,
I will. So we tried watching the Neil Patrick Harris show on Netflix, which was Lemony Snicket's blah 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 blah.
Boring.
Christ almighty. I tuned over.
Overly far-fetched.
Maybe it's for kids. But I thought Lemony Snicket was meant to be... Right, can someone message in? Is Lemony Snicket part of the Harry Potter world?
I wouldn't have thought so. It seems too nice.
I know. I think I may be some. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Liz Keane. That's right, because we're keen to know if he's his fucking father. No spoilers. No, okay. But yeah, this Lemony Snicket thing. I love Neil Patrick Harris. It's not part of the Harry Potter, right? Okay, because I thought that Jude Lord played a young Dumbledore in something that was Lemony Snicket.
Darling, Harry Potter's too gruesome for something like that.
I don't know. I thought.
And it feels as if it's based on a million other stories.
It's a bit busy, but I mean, you know, it's got a nice cast.
Far-fetched.
It's definitely far-fetched.
It's so far-fetched you can't even watch it.
No. And then
painful.
But you didn't fall asleep through that though. It was the Blacklist you fell asleep through. But she was plum tuckered. Let's have a look.
Really busy.
Jim Carrey played him in the film version. I'm getting my mystery.
Misdirection.
What's the genre? I can't even say genre now. So, you know, like fantasy. It's the wrong fantasy genre. There we go. Words. Right. Lemony Snicket and a series of unfortunate circumstances, not a part of the Potterverse. You should watch the film version with Jim Carrey. Thank you, Hugh, and thank you, Ray. I assumed it was Potterville. It wasn't for me. I'm going to have to say, and on this one, I'm out.
Yes. I
was out too. So then we watched a couple of lovely episodes with my friend. Would I Lie to You? That was nice. That was nice. You can always go good. Lee Mack is just bloody brilliant. And I've also found a link to the sketch show, the original Tim Vine, something Haley, and Lee Mack, and the original sketch show they did when they were little wee babbies. So I don't know, that may be coming up as a recommendation on the kitchen sink for a comedy review, because that was British comedy. And then we watched an episode about hoarders. So where they go into their house, they take all of their belongings, they put it in a warehouse and spread it out to show how much shit they've got.
What's that girl's name?
Stacey Solomon. They've got so much stuff.
Oh my God. Looking at it, it was sort of,
oh
my God, that's us.
I looked at them and I thought, beginners. I thought they were absolute probies. If they want to hoard shit, that was all useful stuff. There was all stuff that had a purpose. Anyone need a receipt from 1986? And beer mats from a weekend away I had in Oxford in 2017? Anyone? But we're doing well. We're getting rid. Yeah, we're doing well.
We are being so good, because if you have to think about it, it's gone.
Yes. And then that was pretty much it. And I'm going to suggest we watch another episode of The Blacklist. And we can watch two choices. We can either watch the next episode or the one you slept through last night.
Well, I think we'll have to watch the one I slept through. I was so good. I said, I'm going to have a lie down. But I was still sitting there. But I'd obviously shut my eyes and the world had passed me by.
Yes, and I suppose this is a good time to mention this, Hugh. So I know it's not comedy, but he was a comedian. Paul Ritter from Friday Night Dinner. That is a series I have never gotten into, but I like all the people that are in it individually, and especially Tamsin Gregg, because we are such massive Archers fans. I I'm yet to see anything bad written about this guy. He was a stalwart of the boards, theatre and TV, and from the clips I've seen of Friday Night Dinner, it is a series I reckon I would get into. I just never have. So
you've always been too busy.
Yeah, always been too busy. So that's just, I'm sure one day I will end up getting into it, and it is a shame because I think it was sudden that he was here and then he wasn't. I'm not sure. But yes, brand new news for that one. So we are going to move on to the plug section. So there is no...
We bought new plugs.
I'll do the jokes. Thanks, Chris. Right, sleep. You could be getting up that. Oh, never mind. I'll do it.
What?
I was gonna the thingy.
What?
Right. So with the plug section, so there is no kitchen sink this week. There is no Big World this week. So the next time you'll be seeing me is Monday night mic drop. So oh, hang on, I always feel very sad when people younger than me pass away. People are written. Yes, I'm very certain that all his friends and family would be very touched by the amount of positive messages that have been on social media and in the news regarding Hugh. No, not those kind of plugs. That's my mother that you're talking about.
Won't you be on Sunday?
No.
Are you having a week off from Big World?
Big World and the kitchen sink. Yes, I could have had all the breaks at the same time and made it a week's holiday, but I don't like to plan like that. No.
That'd be
stupid. So, mic drop Monday, which is the comedy club in South Bend, Indiana, is every Monday at midnight for us UK people, and it's 7 p.m. PST for people that live in America.
What's PST?
Pacific.
Oh, Pacific
Standard Time.
Okay.
I don't know. It's over there at a certain time, but for us it's midnight.
Oh, can I just say, from where we're sitting, because space is short, I bought some rails for my clothes. It's like looking at a shop.
This is what you interrupted my plug section for.
I just fascinating.
Right.
I didn't realise.
Thank you for paying attention to the show. I mean, not everybody even involved it was. So the Monday night mic drop. It's midnight Monday night. It's one of those things where it's a great bunch of comedians who we always said no one laughs because we're all such we're just comedians that just we're there to support each other and we will laugh, but it is a case of you get a raised eyebrow. We've had a chat in that says the fuck is Mum on about? Mum was staring at the wall and decided to comment about her wardrobes instead of focusing on the show. That's all.
I'm only
no,
looking at them.
Yeah, we're not asking to go further.
Okay. But I do have to say about the Monday night drop, all those comedians in the year that it's been going, have got funnier. They've grown in their comedic art.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, Paul Turner. Ray Turner has messaged about Paul Temple. Oh, goodness me. So, yes, he's got that. Thank you very much. Can you DM me that, please, my angel? Because when this closes, it'll be gone. So, yes. So, when we do come back, we have got Rich Wilson. Let's have a look. I can bring it up. So, we've got Rich Wilson coming up, Lorraine Hudler, Stuart Goldsmith, who is pretty big, who's doing his last ever Infinite Sofa this week. And then the 6th of May, although it says she's just confirmed recently, and that is going to be friend of the Rough House Comedy Night, Barry Castagnola.
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah, he is very funny. Let's have a look. Please explain all about it, Mum. You have an audience. Don't.
I don't do that.
Don't. In the name of the sequin, stop. And yes, so Monday night might drop. Usually it's Tuesdays for the Lucy show. I'm just having so that is next Tuesday. So it might drop Tuesday, and then so just go on to Lucy Orchard Comedy, or you can go on lucyorchard.com to find out more about me. And please, 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 if you can afford to donate, if you go to coffee, if you go to jokepit.com, you can donate £3 or more. You might feeling wealthy, just to support my tech fees that I haven't paid this week.
And help us save.
Yes, help us save. Right, so I've got to do
help
that.
us save for deposits.
Yes, I've got to do that.
So every penny is.
Yes, I'm surprised they haven't cut me off. Actually, that's a good point. I've got to pay Joe Pitt. Otherwise, this broadcast could go any minute. So thank you very much, guys. It's been a fun show, and it's been relaxing knowing that my internet hasn't dropped on me. Because I know that
plus we're both more relaxed.
We are more relaxed. We are happier.
We're really chilled.
I mean, when was the last time I actually planned some sections for this show, eh? It's been unplanned for a while.
I think Paul Temple had asked Steve to print them up for you.
But I do want to just end it with I've got a letter from my cousin Cassandra. I just wanted to save it for the end because we don't often get posts into the show. And the fact that my cousin Cassandra, I grew up very close with her when I was younger. We've sort of not grown apart, but let me just read the letter. It's here. Dearest Lucy, please don't think me unsanitary. I know it's been over a year since you stayed with me, but I found a sock under my sofa, which I believe belongs to you. It looks like the kind of big, bright, fun sock you'd wear. Big, cheeky bitch. And it has your bouncy energy. No, it doesn't bounce. And possibly your smell. What's she saying?
Oh my God, that face looked like
the cat. When it goes up. She's got so many cats. As Mr. Worcester is quite taken with it when it re-emerged from under the furniture. He tried to torment Captain Carruthers with it, but Captain C and old Tom are not easily amused. The other clue is you're the only person who has slept on my sofa since my cleaning lady last paid a visit of some time before the pandemic. She's a person of the people. I don't know what happened to her. She's not returning my calls. Could she be dead from COVID? Surely the spirit world will tell me if she's passed. Could a ghost come and clean, I wonder? What do you pay ghosts in? Spirits, souls, and probably Ethereum? To be honest, I can't afford a cleaner now anyway. Dead or alive. Works a little thin on the ground since the plague kicked off. She's always been joyful, Cassandra, hasn't she? My little girl. Even though I'm perfectly capable of carrying out cat psychotherapy physically, clients are inexplicably attached to having me on site when I commune with their kitties. There are a lot of unenlightened people out there. We could really do with her coming down to see Kitty.
Yes, we could.
But does she ever leave London? She's one of them. I know I should probably do my own cleaning, but when no one else is allowed in, what's the point? Hoovering sucks. She wouldn't even know that's a pun. And Mr. Worcester and Captain Carruthers hate the noise and have forgiven me for accidentally sucking up their mother's tail. Poor Bessie never walks straight again. She sends her best. I do worry about Jane, and then I remember Cassandra's side, and then I remember we've got more cats than her.
Yes, we have.
So I've let the housework pile up a little bit. I'm slightly frightened the dishes might try and bury me alive or keel over and kill a cat, but I think the food residue makes a pretty good glue. To be honest, ever since we've had to keep 2 meters away from everyone, I'm not seeing why any point in hygiene practices at all. Well, she was loose with it before the pandemic.
I know. Terrible.
Drinking methylated spirits does not count as toothpaste. Let's have a look.
Or a cure for COVID.
Talking of farmyard spells, how's springtime in Devon? I bet it's all apple blossoms, lambs frolicking in Easter bonnets. Please tell me you make an Easter bonnet every year. I've always wanted to make one. Do you decorate them with coloured eggs and chocolate rabbits? Do you wear them for Easter and eat them afterwards? Or do you use them to store winnings from egg hunts like an old policeman storing his sandwiches? Where do you think we fucking live?
Out in the sticks.
Out in the sticks, but which era?
Cold Harbour Farm.
Please send me a picture of you in your Easter bonnet. We don't have such quaint traditions in London. Or any traditions, really.
No.
Easter is generally just extended excuse for a piss up with a large traffic jam on all routes out of town. I don't know what everyone suddenly has essential business going on over bank holiday, but that's people for you, by the way. Oh, she's written C *** TS. By which I mean cats, of course. She gets a bit catty on her sauce, doesn't she? Love from London, your cousin Cassandra. P.S. I did wash your sock before I sent it. Twice, in fact. Yeah, that's just the smell of her house. It stinks. Oh. Well, thank you very much for that, Cassandra. We appreciate your correspondence. Oh, do you know what that means? I'm going to have to write back, and
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Do you know what? If I didn't have her in my life, I'd miss her terribly. But sometimes there's always one-upmanship. Oh, my cat did this. My cat can count. Really? Your cats would all eat your face if you were asleep for too long.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Cassandra, wasn't she cursed by the gods to only tell the truth but never being believed? Well, according to that letter, she wants me to believe she washed this. No. Spider is on saying, "Hi, Mum." What's
Hi,
this?
Spider.
What's this?
Where were you last night?
He was there. He was by tech.
I know, but didn't you miss him for a bit?
I know, he did bugger off for a little bit. It made my heart rate go a little bit high. It's like, watched it back though. I was great though. Spider makes me look better. But thank you very much, everybody. That is, hopefully, we will be hearing from Cassandra more often.
If you can be bothered.
If I can be bothered. No, honestly, I will. I'll pay Joke Pit and I'll write to Cassandra and might rewash this.
I definitely rewash this.
She lives just next to a stench pipe. I think she uses it as an excuse.
Well, perhaps she uses it as a washing machine. You've seen them out on the river.
There's old Cassie with a fag in her mouth and a bucket of gin. Right, everybody, thank you so much. I will see you next Tuesday.
And I will see you next week.
Steve, if you're watching, that's my catch line. Catch line? Catchphrase. Is it catchphrase?
Yeah. There's something about a line, though.
Byline. Popular line.
We'll think about it. We'll tell you next week.
Cassandra in London. Wait, did she marry one of the twotters? No, she didn't. Nobody would marry our Cassandra. Let's have a look. Love you both. And don't forget, everybody, happy birthday to Hugh and Mike and even Colin.
And Max.
And Max. Come on, everyone. Ooh!
What have you done?
I pressed the wrong button.
Well, that's a load of something or other.
I got too excited. Oh, honestly. That's all, folks. Right, don't touch.
Right.
Oh, thank you very much, Hugh. Happy birthday. Shave the beard off.
Send us a picture.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Right, everybody, be safe, wash your hands, send me money.
Especially the send me money bit.
Yeah, send me money, then wash your hands.